All right, this is Jackie, and I'm here with Red, Gold, Green.
Yes.
Day 3 of Firefly. A lot of us have been away for like 18 months. Feels like we pressed the giant pause button, and now we're pressing the play button. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
I like to check in with people. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Today is nice and warm. I had to perform with my hoodie on because I like it hot. So I felt pretty good on stage.
Goodness.
Yeah.
A little too hot for me.
Yeah, you put
Oh,
a hard
too
H
hot.
on that hot. You felt
It's
real
hot.
good.
That's how it felt. That's how it felt.
That was a hard
The stage was shady. I loved it. Not shady like weird, like sketchy, like it's actual shade. So I love that. I also love your shoes.
Thank you.
All right.
Sorry. Wait a minute. There we go. There we got him in there. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
I thought I'd throw an easy question at you first. Okay, is that good? You can tell me how you are. All right. You had back in 2020 in March. You had Danger come out.
Yes.
That was a collab with Nitty Scott. How did that come about?
I've been a fan of Nitty Scott. I told them about her, and we were like, she's dope. Let's put her on this song with this Brazilian funk beat, and then we put it out. And then we made a video, and it was great.
What? Actually, I'll save that question for next.
Yeah.
Next, you put out Good Life in June of 2020.
Yeah.
Music. It's got to be difficult to release music during the pandemic. Did you find that it was difficult, or that everybody was home so they were listening?
Actually, algorithmically, that song did really well because I think everybody started listening to music because they had nothing to do. So
Yeah.
it was kind of easy, and it was already planned before the pandemic for that song to come out. So we couldn't stop it anyway.
I really did wonder, because a lot of bands that had music that was about to be released, they were like, yeah, let's just wait because I can't really promote it.
Yeah.
And then other people were like, let me put it out because nobody has nothing to do. So that was good first-hand perspective.
Well, we were a little hesitant because shooting a music video is important to having a song released, and so we didn't know kind of at first what we were going to do with music videos because we had a whole idea for something to follow Danger. But that didn't pan out because everything got shut down. So.
And you mentioned music videos. What is the purpose of putting? I'm going to ask the hard questions. Get ready. Hey, I prepped them. What is the purpose or the benefit of making music videos in 2021 when we haven't had a channel dedicated to it since I don't want to tell you how long?
Oh man, that's a good one. I mean, honestly, it's just music videos is also a way for you to convey your message of the song visually, right? So while there may not be like a dedicated music station, you still can get across like your point of like whatever, the imagery or like what you're wearing and all those types of things. And also gives the audience an opportunity to see you, the musician, the artist. So.
And honestly,
He nailed it.
Listen, he killed it.
He's like, I'm sweating, but I got it.
You just asked like, we got to get in the camera, bro. You just asked like a master bass fisherman. I don't know if you realize that. I mean, during the pandemic, this guy was slaying large amount. We're talking about 3-4 pounders, 5
dead
pounders,
serious. These
4-mile
two
runs.
just decided to become fishermen over the
Yeah.
pandemic.
It's just a hobby.
Yeah.
At this point.
Look, what I'm trying to say is the DC area has great fishing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no, let's talk music.
But also, to your point about there's no TV stations, there's YouTube, right? So
biggest
the
station
internet is that station.
That's why we got this.
So that place still exists and it's relevant. So having a video, even if it's tricky to kind of shoot it, it's still advantageous for a number of reasons, you know. So
That's right. Advantageous is the big word.
Shout out my mom. Shout out TT Lala was good.
That's right. Are we doing the shout-outs?
But we'll also shout out to AE Sport, or not AE, The Sims, The Good Life EA.
Games. Technically, yeah. Although we did do stuff with EA Sports as well.
Yes.
Yeah. We have a great relationship with them. But you know what? If EA is watching,
We love you.
I wish you could zoom in on my face right now. We need to be on the FIFA game.
FIFA.
Yeah, that's what we want.
What would that mean to you?
The world, because I mean, so
Grammy. There's like
Eh,
a Grammy.
yeah.
There's a Grammy, and then there's being in FIFA.
100%. Look, even when we first started, that was like actually our objective. I wasn't even supposed to be a joke, right? I know I'm killing this interview, but
It's because of FIFA. Like, plain and simple.
I mean, like honestly, like if you have a song in FIFA, this is kind of what you guys were just talking about, right? If you have a song in FIFA, it does a lot for your career, plain and simple. And I mean, we've had.
Not really.
It
but
does.
Yes.
It does. It does. It does if you do it right, right? You need to do your job, right? But we've had songs in Need for Speed. Help me out. Need for Speed. UFC.
3 and 4.
Yeah,
Madden.
like The Sims. Madden. So yeah, we love EA games for sure. But they need to step it up and get us in FIFA though.
They do not need
Yeah.
to step it up. They're the greatest ever, and I love them.
They are perfect.
They are perfect, and they've never did anything wrong.
But if they put us in FIFA, we would like them even more. I'm just saying. We're not ungrateful. We're not ungrateful.
No, they're not ungrateful. They have high aspirations, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So how does a song like Good Life differ from like the older stuff? Like I Love Lamp and Do It.
It's
Do
not
It the
rock. It's not rock music. Like our first album was a rock album. The second album was a hip hop album made by a rock band, and the third album was made to be in movies and film and TV. And we love all three of the albums because we accomplished everything with all those albums. So, and this Good Life was just leftover. Just to be honest, it was just leftover songs.
And speaking of some of those older songs, you guys have collaborated with a ton of people from a huge swath of genres. Dave Grohl, Pharrell, Eminem, Method Man, and so many more. Who do you want to collaborate with next?
Andre 3000.
Oh, yes.
That's the first person that comes to mind.
Andre the Vampire, Andre 3000, Andre the Giant.
Is he still alive?
Honestly, I miss Pharrell. We were just having a conversation right before you came here, and we think, like.
Yo, shout out to
Yeah,
Pharrell. You
shout
gotta
out
make
to
a
Pharrell.
song with us again. We love you.
Yeah, completely. I mean, we're from Virginia, right? And honestly, that was one of our favorite experiences. But it's just like we wanted to continue building, for sure. Shout out. I mean, yeah. Look,
Everybody has the great shoes. Okay.
We give
All
him
right.
money as much as we can. We give him money all
You
the
gotta
time.
support the locals. That's
Always.
amazing.
That's how it is.
I mean, Dave, Pharrell, you like that. That's a good natural fit. I think that those different influences from different genres really kind of makes your sound. How do your personal backgrounds influence your sound?
why is this such a good interview?
Yeah, this is
What
the
the?
greatest
Who
interview
are
ever.
you?
Yeah.
Like let me just say something. Interviews suck, and normally it's like, Red, you got this. I love
They
you.
passed it off to me.
No,
I'm
but
glad I don't have to say shit this time.
You actually looked into shit about us. It's so cool.
We'll answer her question because she's just so good at it. Answer her question.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're asking how personally
How your personal backgrounds influence your sound.
in a huge way. Like I just think of Carnival, for example. It's like Green is from Haiti, right? And like his family is Haitian. Like we used to have Haitian dinner every Sunday. I learned about Haitian food, so when I meet other Haitians, I go to New Orleans, I know how to say stuff in Creole, right? And it's amazing. Like we talk about that on tour all the time. Culture is a big part of what we do. Culture is everywhere around us. It's like we're not like a bunch of like I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative, but like there's some people in the States that like kind of like they don't embrace that. And I feel like it's an American thing not to embrace your culture, which I hate. That's not where I come from, right? It's like you should be proud of where you're from. It's like bring it to the table.
You
No,
didn't say where you're from yet?
yeah, no, I haven't. I'm Romanian.
Wow, that's surprising.
That's
We
so
got this far.
surprising.
Yeah.
It took that long?
He
Yeah.
tells everyone he's Romanian. Like he goes, "Hi, I'm Romanian." Like that, he doesn't say anything, and it took him 15 minutes to say he's Romanian.
But like we're a very multicultural group, and that's a big part of our culture. When you play Carnival, you're paying tribute to Haiti, and of course, he was even able to say that today. It's like that's a beautiful thing, is to be connected with the world, and that's always been our MO.
Hell yeah.
I can't follow that up. I can't follow that up.
I'm kind of offended that you asked him that after I killed that.
You know what I'm saying? That was disrespectful.
Well, no, he was just saying that. He's like, I don't really have to say much, so I was like, I'm gonna bother you now.
Bother me now? Ask me anything.
How many cats do you have?
If I had one, I would have all of them.
Then why are you posing?
No, I just said I love cats.
Okay.
I say I have cats.
Okay.
What was your favorite interview you've ever done? Who's the favorite people you ever interviewed?
That's tough. I mean, this so far is going fabulously, so we got to see.
Oh, you don't have to kiss ass. Come on.
But Jason of the Fever 333, I really love what he has to say.
Oh, we know that guy,
Really
right?
really
Another
in
guy
depth.
in Live,
Let live.
let live.
Yeah. See, I
We
know
played
my
World Tour
scene.
with him. So shout out to Jason.
Is he the singer guy that was with Jen Whitmore?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk. Me and him. I'm kidding. We did Warped Tour a minute ago. Yeah.
In fact, and I have covered Warped Tour for a long, long time.
Did you know that we played Warped Tour?
Yes, that was not when I got to talk to you. So this is now when I got to talk to you. But
You were there then, and you decided not to interview us.
no, I think someone from your group said no. I don't want her to talk to them.
Oh, dang.
They turned you down or some shit.
I don't know if it was a they. We were turning down a lot of interviews.
Well, I
'cause,
don't know if it was a they, it was
we were
probably-
huge.
Here, yeah.
We were huge.
I mean, I'm local, you're local. You'd think we would have made this happen earlier, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
How did you guys craft your set for Firefly, where it's open to a lot more broad audience versus like
Do you
your
remember?
concert?
I understand the question. Do you remember what time we started?
No, because I've been interviewing bands all day.
Okay, so we started, I think, at 1:45. We crafted the set at 1:45.
Nice. Nice.
That's when the set
Nice.
was crafted. And it was crafted around, hey, what do you want to play next? That's how we craft our sets.
And even still, in the middle of the set, we called an audible still. So
The way you should do it.
set never got crafted.
I mean, y'all been playing together for such a long time. It's not like a hey, we didn't practice that song, so we don't know how to play that one. So.
100%. Like we were actually debating whether it should be maybe more dancey, more like energy, and honestly, the crowd tells you. Go ahead. But what you want to say?
No, I mean, we look at it kind of like a DJ. You read the crowd, and you're like, all right, maybe this crowd's a little bit more like they want to dance. You do a dancier thing, or hey, this crowd seems kind of chill, so we'll chill out. We kind of do that at every show, to be honest with you.
Completely.
Like we have set lists written down, and very seldomly do we actually play that. It's like, actually no, do this song.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fun and exciting sometimes.
Sometimes.
It annoys the hell out of me.
It annoys me a lot.
That's exactly what he was like. He's like, yeah, it's great. This emoji, like, no, he's lying. He hates
He's
it.
the only one of us that still probably could get a real corporate job because he's like, he's good at lying.
He's got a corporate job. He's got a
Also, he's the only one among us that's actually a real musician.
That too.
What do you mean about real musician though?
Like,
He knows music. Like we just pick up the instruments and make them say what we need them to say,
Yeah.
sorta, He
And
like
blend them
knows
together.
he knows his instrument.
He teaches kids. I couldn't teach a kid because a kid.
I
could
teach
me.
kids too. I'm so sorry. I mean, that's what this is for.
Yeah,
I understand. I understand.
Yeah,
And music can also be a great stress relief. What musicians, or is there a certain song that you put on after a really shitty day, teaching kids, hurdling cattle, whatever it is, herding cats?
Yeah. Energy by Pasalu. Great song.
that's a great song. That's a good pick. Damn, I'm gonna pick Rhymes Like Dimes by MF Doom. Way better than yours.
I don't have one.
The question is, what do we put at the end of a long?
If you're having a really rough day, I feel like music has the power to like shift your mood.
Yeah.
What do you listen to?
Oh, I mean, honestly, like I love cavaquinho, which is a Brazilian instrument, and any of that Brazilian stuff is like it's like all they eat is coconuts and bananas and smile and hug and kiss each other or something. It's like that's not where I'm from, and like their mood is so happy and it's so different from what I don't know. I love it. So that does it for me. Samba and pagode, that type of stuff.
See, I go to the opposite. I listen to Rage Against the Machine,
I do listen to that.
and then it like.
Hey.
It's cathartic, and then I'm like, okay, now I can do what you
feel
tell
it.
me.
Yeah.
Tell me that does not. Tell me. See, you're smiling now because you said that song lyric.
Yeah, but I would fight a cop. I don't need to be fighting cops after I hear that. Like,
I think it gets me
you
too
know?
hype.
Yeah, too hype. Yeah, completely. Listen to who you're talking to. We played that at our set. We're like, yeah, did you like that? Like,
That's not after a long day. That's like the day for me.
completely.
That's like,
Yeah. Depends on what space you exist, right? Like, or where you normally are at.
Teach teenagers, so I think that makes sense.
Obviously, we love Rage Against the Machine. I mean, that's like the biggest influence we probably have, other than the guys that we worked with, Grohl and Pharrell. That's like Rage, Grohl, Pharrell. That's us.
Completely.
That's all we care about.
Did you ever see the band, the marching band, like play that in their like? So that's actually where we're from. Is like that's Fairfax, Virginia. That's GMU, which is pretty cool.
I teach in Rockville.
Do you really?
Oh, really?
Why'd you tell us that?
I
Where
looked
you?
at
Where you?
Bethesda, by the way.
Why'd you take so long to tell us that?
This interview's about you, not me.
Well,
Let's
you could, that's one of those things. Just for future reference, if you interview a band from the DMV, it's like, hey, by the way, I'm from the DMV. Okay, commence the interview.
It helps.
Yeah, no, seriously,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you didn't shit on my interview. I appreciate that.
Rockville, that sucks. We don't want to do this. I'm gone.
So what's up next for you guys after Firefly? Near future, far
California.
future?
Just let him know.
A whole universe called California is up next. California is coming.
He hasn't said that. We haven't said that. We're just announcing it on your thing. Just letting you know that.
Are we allowed to?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, great.
It's just, I mean, on the no, like, because we
California.
almost like wanted to put that on the, what's that LED thing? Yeah.
But California is coming. California is gonna make a song with Pharrell. California is gonna have a TV show. California is gonna have a TikTok. California is gonna be in FIFA. California is gonna win a Grammy. California is gonna win an Oscar.
Well, on that note, stay tuned for much more from Red, Gold, Green. This is Jackie. Thanks to In the Key of Change and Chorus FM.